our work is really a blend of doing a lot of leadership theory, which provides kind of this theoretical scaffolding to hang the experiences on, and that provides us that movement to the opportunity to transfer and integrate all of the lessons. The nice part about you guys was that was already in place, so we didn't have to build all that thing. We just basically had to turn the car on, and what I was sharing with you, it was like driving a Ferrari. Your group already dropped in, and I just had to say yes. And there's this thing called metacognition, which your prefrontal cortex are like, yeah, man, we got it. Let's go. Let's get into second gear because I want to get on the freeway. And so you guys were already in place with all that, which was really nice. So we were able to take a little bit of a deeper dive into some of the integration of that theory as it meant related to the high ropes and the low ropes and some of the different activities.
And you guys did take us on high rope and low rope activities, and people had different reactions to them. It was fascinating for me to watch. There were people who were fearless, who ran out onto the field for physical challenges and ran up the rock climbing wall and did every single one of the high rope challenges. And I'm a very fearful person and definitely afraid of heights. And I watched those people, face these things that looked like huge challenges to me, and they were amazing doing it. But then we got to other things during the week that sometimes made them take a step back. And I have to say that was really interesting for me to watch. What is it like for you guys when you're watching people transform in front of you? It's got to be very rewarding work.
It absolutely is, and obviously we're dealing with metaphor throughout all of our work. It's rooted in a lot of Joseph Campbell's kind of archetypal mythological work. I mean, metaphor is the transferable lessons in everything that we're dealing with, and so part of the piece when you're talking about that diversity of people who are very assertive versus people who are more risk adverse, there isn't a judgment on those things, which is generally how society responds to people who are somewhat different. Is that there's a marginalization and judgment that happens as it relates to either mental health or social deficits or any other type of behavior. And so, for a lot of people there who are able to engage with risk and fear and challenge, they're a lot of times they're in their head because they're not feeling in their emotions. And so the growth place for them, where they have the most running room for development, is that long journey down to our heart, which is, as I've heard it described, as the longest 12-inch journey of your life is that. And then the reverse is also true. There's a lot of very empathetic, very compassionate, very relationship-oriented people that really need to explore the ability to engage and be decisive and be able to risks. And so we try to hit that from as many different angles as we can and get a lot of traction with that.